Hello. Hi. Live chat. Hi. Hi, guys. I'm sorry for the background noise. I'm home, obviously. And they have the living room TV really loud. Hi. So I wanted to pop on and show my travel altar. I noticed Simon from the Hermit's Cave. He showed his travel altar. A couple of other channels have been showing the travel altars and things like that. So I thought it was kind of pretty cool. So I want to show you guys what I have inside my travel altar, which I love my travel altar. I only use it when I travel, so I don't travel often, but I love the things in here, and I'm gonna open the box and I'll talk about how I acquired the items inside my travel altar. We'll start with that. Hi, Wiley, Kylie. Hi, Johnny Dragon, Sabrina Dragon. Hi, Mama. It was very last minute. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it. And then I'm like, hey, I'm going to do a travel altar. And Mama's also been putting together some really cool travel altars, which are very cool. I love them. I got inspired by that too. And I wanted to show you guys one of my travel altars. But this is my personal travel altar. I have a couple altar kits to put together that I don't really use. They'll be useful someday. I have one that I have to gift away and send that gift already pretty soon. And this is my personal one. So the box, I found this at the thrift store for probably like $3 or $4, probably like $4 or $5. It's this really cool trunk with the map of the world and this cool like leather belts. And then here you open it and it flips open. So let's start with this sachet on the outside. This sachet was given to me, and inside of it has lavender, pink Himalayan salt, a quartz crystal, and it has a bay leaf inside, and it is written on it "Safe Travels." So it was a sachet made for me, sent to me actually for safe travels, and I thought it would be perfect to hang it from my travel altar. So this is my travel altar, like when I leave town and stuff. Like I've added things to this kit from the last time I traveled with it. The last time I traveled out of town actually with Josh a while ago, that we had gone to Orlando. I took it with me, but this kit did not contain everything that it contains today. There's things in here from Terrell Stock also when I met Mama Squirrel last year, and there's things that she gave me that went perfectly with my altar kit, and so I added them to this altar kit. Some of the items, most of them have been thrifted, found in thrift stores and things like that. Let's show you guys what we have in here. So the idea is for me to open it up and kind of do a little setup with my travel altar for you guys to see everything I include in it. I love this box. It's one of my favorite boxes. So it's a really cool trunk. So you snap it off right here and you open it. Now, I like this trunk, and I'll tell you why. Compared to a box, this whole round space in the top gives me more space to pack it inside. So this is why it's, out of all the boxes I have, it's my personal travel altar because I need to have a lot of things. And you'll be amazed at all the stuff I fit in there. Oh my God. Okay, so you open it up, and in here I have this other small wooden and metal bag thingy that I keep in here. And this is like my little extra stuff. So in here, when we open this, it flips open one way or the other. Yeah. So in here, when we open it, I have these beautiful shine candles that I found at a thrift store a while back in colors. And I use these for my travel altar because I have so many candles that I use and stuff, like my daily spells and stuff, that these I just keep on my travel altar. And that's in here. I have some incense cones. I have some Palo Santo and some white sage. I have this cute little candle holder for my chime candles. I also have my Nag Champa incense cones as well because I like that scent too. And I like Nag Champa to clear the space. It works really well for that. And then inside this little birdie bean baggie, I have little jars and bottles that I can fill with things. So I have this little perfume bottle. It's empty, and I can fill it if I make an oil. In here is, I think this is witch's salt. Yes, this is my witch's salt. A little jar of it. I have what used to be an oil. I guess it's gone. And this was an herb mixture I had done for protection. It has Spanish moss in it, dragon's blood, and some other stuff in here. And then I also have in here an extra chime candle holder, just in case I need an extra one. So that's in here. Can everybody stop yelling, please? So loud, interrupting my life. I'm kidding. So that's what I have in here. Just in this little purse thing, and it clicks. And that's the stuff I keep in here. So kind of like my spell components. This is a base that I found at a thrift store for $1. I used it as a base for a cauldron. I've used it as a base for statues and different things. And it has a beautiful dragon detail on it. Now this is what Mama Squirrel gave me that I added to my altar. My travel altar, for some reason. Can you guys stop yelling? I'm alive. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It's this beautiful pop-up city thing. Oh, it's so beautiful. And I love Oriental art a lot. And this had to be part of my travel altar because I gotta show you the deity is part of my travel altar. So these are my spell components. And so the setup for the altar is as goes. Well, no, I'm going to show you guys the things I pull out, and then you'll see the altar come together. This I found during Terrell Stock also when we went to the flea market. And I found this cute little, this lighting. This cute little cauldron. And look at those the symbols around it and everything. And this cute little legged cauldron. And this is perfect to burn charcoal, incense cones, and even to burn a petition. It works just as a cauldron as long as you have it stand on something. Um, so this is my little cauldron in my travel altar. And this I found at the flea market during Terrell Stock. This is actually something I was using as an incense burner because it's really cool. I had found this at the thrift store. It's a Genie Lamp, and it opens up here. So what I usually do, this used to be part of my regular altar, but because I stopped using it, I wanted to add it to my travel altar kind of for like show. I just like it to be part of it. I don't know why, but I fill it up with sand and burn the incense cone, close it up, and the smoke comes out through here. That's what I've used it for before. So many beautiful cauldrons. Have you used it? I haven't used this one yet, Mama. I haven't used it yet. It's in my travel altar, and hopefully when I leave town the next time, I can use it. Even though I've been thinking if I was to do an outdoor ritual in the backyard or whatever, of course I would use my travel altar. So I've been thinking about maybe doing some workings outdoors, and maybe I'll do my travel altar. This is a cool dish that you can hang. It's made out of metal, painted beautifully. And this I found at the thrift store. And this I use as my altar pinnacle. Wheel of the Year. It's a centerpiece. You can put offerings on it as a dish. You can bless items on top of it. And this is what represents the pinnacle for me on my altar, on my travel altar. These things, this I paid $1.99 for, by the way. These you can even use for crystal grids as well. Now, I don't think I had put crystals in here last time. In here for protection, in this beautiful baggie, I have a bell that was made for me by my little sister a very long time ago. And I've always loved this bell because to me it looks like a witch's hat or like a gnome hat or a wizard's hat. And it's this beautiful purple color, right? And it's made out of clay, and it was just funny the shape she shaped it into. And it's made out of clay, and it still has this dingle. And it still rings. And this was my bell in my main altar for years. And it means so much to me. But because I've acquired other bells and things like that, I made it part of my travel altar just because it's things that I hold dear to myself in my travel altar. So this is the little bell. And I keep it in this baggie to protect it because it is made out of clay. And just in case, God forbid, I've never dropped it or anything. And I hope I never do. That thing is old already. So in here, I also have this. And it's this cute little, well, you can use this for many things. You can use this for herbs, for salts, for an incense blend, jewelry, a little jewelry box. It's pretty, has all these little mirrors. You see the mirrors? All around it. Mirrors. It's beautiful. I love these. I have two of them. I gave one to my mom as a gift, and I kept one to myself. These two are my main candle holders that I usually use with the travel altar. It's these two beautiful brass with these wooden detailing. And it's two of them. I have this plastic, and this is still metal, but it's a little metal, but the handle's plastic. And it's this really cool, like old sword, kid's sword. And so this is my athame for my travel altar. It's really cool. The detailing has a woman on the handle and a swirl on the top over here. Kind of reminds me of the goddess. And so I thought it was really cool and perfect for my travel altar. Now, I will tell you this, my travel altar is very goddess inspired, and I do not have a god representation for this altar. I do not have a god representation for this altar, but I will show you my goddess, which is wrapped in the altar cloth. So, right, and it all felt perfectly because she was already part of my travel altar prior to Terrell Stock, which I did not bring this travel altar with me to travel stock. This stayed home. But I had found her prior to that, and I made her the deity in my travel altar. And so I acquired this from Mama Squirrel at Terrell Stock, and it goes perfectly with also the little cauldron that has that same type of vibe to it. So, with no longer further ado, I found her and she's in amazing shape from the thrift store. And this is Quan Yin. I think it's Quan Yin. And I found her at the thrift store actually like a year or two ago, actually like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago. I mean, look at her. She's intact. And I love her. And she lives in my travel altar. And she is the deity that I work with in my travel altar. So I'm just going to give you a small setup here for you guys to see. Kind of like how it would look like, give you guys an idea. The altar cloth is also from a thrift store. It is a scarf. And I guess this would represent the god. The cloth itself will represent the god because it is the sun. It's this beautiful red. The camera is not doing the color any justice. It's really red. Like it's like you see the light? There we go. There you see it better, the lighting. See? That red. Oh, beautiful color. Look at this. My parents, I'm over them. Story of my life. I'm over them. It's like I tell them, hey, I'm gonna go live, can you guys keep it down? And it's like, oh, it's like if I would have told them just yell at each other and just get louder and louder. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my cloth. I want you guys to see this. Right? Yeah, our son. Well, he's facing the other way, but that's fine. So let's start. Okay, I will start with my background. Right there. Maybe there for you guys to see better. And I want to cover the sun. I feel like even though it's the center of the altar, but we'll see. I want to try and include the sun in there. All right. And there she sits on her throne. And we'll have her candle holders on either side. And I'm going by how I set up an altar. You guys don't have to set it up how I do. Pinnacle, rather offering dish. I would have my athame. Yeah, I'll have some. I'll have it here. And maybe I can even place my cauldron here in the center. Right? A little offering for her or a gift, or again, you can place salt in there, whatever you'd like. I would have my bell over here. And I would have this over here for smoke or something, for the drama. That's how I would set my travel altar. If it works for you, it works. Yes, it does. It works for me. I love my travel altar. Again, this is what it looks like. It's just pieces I've collected throughout, and it's just my little travel altar, and it's not that little. I have a lot of things in a travel altar, like a statue and everything. Like when I found this box, I was so lucky. It's so funny, and I can even fit this, which this is really cool because I have my candles in here, incense, and my spell components. Anything else I want to add in there, I would add in there. A bottle of oil or whatever the case is. But this is my travel altar. And I'm giggling. Thomas just imagining blasting my mother next time she starts her shit. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, thank you. So I love your Genie Lamp. Wherever did you get it? Thrift store, Sonia. I found the Genie Lamp at a thrift store and it's really cool. I actually put sand in there and put incense cone and burn them in there and the smoke comes out and it was kind of cool. But I keep it on my travel altar just for show. If I had to burn a petition in there, I could burn it in there or inside the small cauldron. But I just like the whole golden goddess theme going on in here, with the sword and everything going on. I want to give you guys a tour of my room. Everything. But, I mean, it's a lot of stuff, but eventually I'll do the room tour. I want to fix a couple of things more. May I ask how you got on this path? I started my path at a very young age. I didn't really get into it till like the age of 13, 14. I'm going to be 32 this year. So my path has been very long. It's been a beautiful path. I was raised Catholic, born into Santeria, raised Catholic. And I found Wicca and witchcraft. And that's how my pagan path started, which I found that at the age of 14. And prior to starting with Wicca and witchcraft, I actually would work with the energies of the Virgin Mary and God and Jesus and candle magic and things like that. I was very much into that and into prayer and things like that. I've actually spoken about what it is, Sonia, in previous videos on my channel. I speak a lot about my path and stuff like that. Even though I can give you guys an update about my Santeria path and things like that, I can definitely do that. But that's a whole story all on its own. So I just came on quickly, guys. This is going to be a short one. I wanted to show you guys my travel altar and what it looks like, and maybe give you guys ideas on how you can put your travel altar together. And if you have no space where you're staying or anything like that, or if by any reason you have to keep your craft kind of hidden. Okay. If you have to keep your path kind of hidden for any situations at home or things like that, a travel altar is really cool because you could keep it in a box and put it away. I've seen people use items that won't even look like an altar at all. So it all depends on you guys, but there's this flying thing in my room. It's bothering me. because this whole new. Did you guys hear about that murder hornet or murder bee or killer bee or whatever the hell they're calling it? Oh my god! Like really? We have a deadly virus out, and now we got to worry about killer bees. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Anyways, I'm gonna go on a rant. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna put my travel altar away. And maybe you guys can see my travel altar up and running and in action during a outdoor ritual or something of some kind. Maybe sometime soon. We'll see. Now I gotta figure out how I had all this organized in there. So it all fits. So it all fits how it was. Oh my. I think I remember. Okay. I have an old cigar box. It needs cleaning though. Perhaps time to use it. That's fun, Uncle Badger. I've seen a cigar box used as a travel altar, and it's very, very cool. It is very, very cool. My asset man was supposed to go first. Okay. Da-da-da-da. I don't think I remember. Was the lamp on top? I think so, yeah. I think she was the last thing. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. This is just a short one. I hope you guys enjoyed my travel altar. And yeah, I'd like to see what you guys come up with. And have a good night. Bye.